Good morning and welcome to Piggybank Advisor.com show, a show or a platform which deals with all your personal finance issues, be it investments, budgeting, and savings. I'm joined as usual by Batanai. Good morning, Batanai.
Morning,
The resident analyst. We're talking as expected about the monetary policy statement that was presented by the governor on Wednesday and how it impacts on individuals in terms of your investments, in terms of your saving, in terms of your budgeting, in terms also of your pockets, in terms of pricing
Definitely.
and inflation. So before we start, please just take us through the summary of the MPS. What did the government do in simple terms so that people understand?
So in simple terms, the Arab Reserve governor has actually introduced a new currency or a form of Zimbabwean dollar that is termed...
We're calling them T-dollars.
T-dollars or RTGS dollars, right?
T-dollars, that's a shortcut.
So what it means is that they've moved away from the 1:1. So it's now clear that, you were not earning in US dollars. You were just earning T-dollars. And also there's an exchange rate. So basically they're trying to formalize things to say that you can now transact or buy and sell USD on the formal market. The starting rate is about 2.5, but I think it will catch up with the market rate that we're seeing. So there are a lot of effects, especially on your savings and also whatever you have. So it simply means that all those households that were borrowed, or for example that had mortgages, I think those are the biggest winners, because by the end of the day, the cost of savings in those loans actually come down. But those that were sitting on those RTGS balances, bond notes, and assuming that they're at 1:1, they've actually lost out. Which is why, of course, at piggybankadvisor.com, we've been pushing for people to use those RTGS balances and park that money in real assets and also invest in shares. I think there was a need to preserve value. I think it's a lesson for some people out there to say, don't sit on money, look for real assets, look for shares, buy and invest. Yeah.
But I think the fear that an ordinary person in the street would have right now is that we've gone back to 2008, 2009, when the conversion to US dollars took place and all their savings were wiped out. But also we've got statistics from the RBZ which says people were not keeping money in their banks anyway.
Yes, we have those statistics because it was also because of confidence issues and also history. Of course, history issues. But I mean, the bottom line is that you can still find value with whatever you're making. There are a lot of opportunities. Currently, we've been putting for seed trade. I think there are a lot of companies on the ZTC that will actually perform very well after this announcement, especially Delta. I think Delta would actually recover in terms of these soft drinks businesses. Some exporting businesses such as your Padenga, your even Ariston, Hippo. Those are sort of the companies that you should sort of start to look into in terms of performance going forward. So there are opportunities that have come up, and we encourage you to go on our platforms, join a social trading group, get engaged, and start saving.
Yeah, but let's talk about the shares themselves. Do you expect them to keep rising, or there's an expected drop that's supposed to happen?
Okay, what's going to happen, of course, is that it will sort of trade sideways because there will be investors that will be selling off for liquidity reasons. But in the long term, as things evolve, given the fundamentals that could actually change, you'll find that some of these companies will actually start to improve in terms of performance. And definitely, it could be a good time to start looking or picking some good stocks on the ZSE.
Well, now 5 minutes is up. That's all we have for you today. So catch us next week at the same time. Do follow Piggybank on all the social media. And if you want to join the WhatsApp platform, what's the number, Bati?
It's 078 358 4745. Stay tuned, stay plugged in on piggybankadvisor.com.
Have a good weekend.
Right.